vocalizing. Please welcome to the stage your co-host for the evening, straight from the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Just to be clear, he works there. He's not a rescue. The one, the only, we couldn't handle more than one, Petey Fisk.
My name is Petey Fisk. Good evening to all of you folks out there who love animals like I do and give them the respect that they deserve. The rest of you can just go to, somewhere where I'm not. I was given the evening off from the Greater Tuna Humane Society for this auspicious occasion. You should have seen the sad looks on all the pets when I had to leave. I'm still all just choked up. I just can't stand to leave them alone. They've been alone most of their lives, and it just ain't right.
Mr. Fisk, please. We all sympathize, but we do have a show to do.
I'm sorry. My mama tells me not to get emotionally involved in my work, but you just look in those sad eyes, and you see how that goes. Anyway, on to business. Welcome to Northminster Follies 2.0. You are in for many good treats tonight. Treats? Oh my God! I forgot to give the bedtime treats to the babies before I left. They will never forgive.
Mr. Fisk, please, the show. The pets will be fine.
I know they will. I'm sorry. Let's see. Where was I? Treats. Treat! Tonight, this place is so full of talent. It makes Hollywood look like Tuna, Texas. Though we do have our talented dancing peacocks and our synchronized water dogs. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce the musical director and orchestra all rolled into one, Mr. Justin Havard. And he is joined on stage by the Northminster Follies singers and dancers. Take it away.
I'm ready for my close-up. It just thrills me to be here tonight in front of some of my favorite little people. Those of you that sit out in the dark night after night, thinking to yourselves, how can I be so lucky to be in the presence of greatness? As I sit in my room back home, gazing at the countless Oscars I have won.
Miss Desmond, sorry, but full disclosure, your last film was 1926. The first Academy Awards were given in 1929, well after your retirement.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, countless Academy Awards. Really, I can't count them. Oh yes, 1929, the talkies, those squiggly lines on the side of the film that made sound, all distractions from real acting. Oh, monologue, sconologue. Even after the pictures got smaller and smaller, my legacy just got bigger and bigger. Anyway, fortunately for you, I am here tonight, alone.
Miss Desmond,
Who is that little person? Did someone not lock the stage door? Did he just wander in off Lemmy Lane?
No, Miss Desmond, this is Petey Fisk. He's your co-host.
I beg your pardon. I've never been to anything. This is outrageous.
I'm sorry, Miss Desmond, but I was sitting here by your caretaker at the Forest home, lawn home for the criminally unstable. They required that someone with experience dealing with wild creatures be present. And I think they remember last year.
Oh, yes, last year. Wait, what happened last year?
Well, I happened to be in the audience. I remember that just before the show ended, you had to be dragged kicking and screaming back to Forest Lawn by Max. God rest his soul.
Oh, Max, how can I go on without you? Oh, just what gives you the qualifications to take care of me as my wonderful Max did all those years?
Well, they called up and asked if there was anyone that might handle this delicate situation. I was the logical choice. They thought you might be a little like our pet snake, Ruth, and Howlin' Wolf, our coyote, that you might act in an unpredictable manner.
Oh, you!
Now, everything will be all right. Just be calm. Good girl. I mean, there, Miss D. Does anyone have a treat? Oh well, I think she has calmed down for now. Norma, my sweet baby. I mean, Miss Desmond, would you like to introduce the first act? Norma, stay. I mean, take it away.
Very well. I could use some time in the green room anyway. Just remember, as you welcome all this talent to the stage, that I have set a very high bar, a level to which most mortals only dream of achieving. I am so honored to be here because Petey, is that your name?
Here is Braden Tucker to sing for us, Braden, after a sold-out run in Shrek the Musical.
And Braden, Is it true that you have 23 aunts and uncles on your father's side? Perhaps they would like to join my fan club. I might have one or two vacancies available.
What I want is to hold you tight. What I want is to feel your mind. What is it about this time? I'm totally falling. I mean, look at me falling with these stars in my eyes. I'm like a cliche. Does that scare you away? Hooked on a magical moment, but we can't deny what happened last night. 'Cause you kissed me and oh, I started to snow. It felt like the first sign of forever, just like a scene, just like a show, something that we both could remember. I'll tell you, I could get used to this, I could get used to you, closing my eyes and you warm me up, whoa. The kiss in the snow, it felt like the first sign of forever. I've been single for far too long, and look, I'm not complaining or waiting. I'll start overseas. I believe in romance, gotta give it a chance. When you say what you say and the skies agree, you're smiling at me as I'm here rambling, hooked on a magical moment. For real, you're a high that scares me inside. 'Cause you kiss me and oh, I melt like snow, kinda like the first sign of forever. Keep proving to me I'm not dreaming, something that we both could remember. I'll tell you, I could get used to this, I could get used to you, closing my eyes and you warm me up, whoa. That kiss in the snow, it felt like the first sign of forever. 21 seconds, I promise I wasn't counting. 21 seconds enchanting me. Maybe it was 20 or 30, I don't know. 'Cause all that I felt, oh, 21 seconds, I promise I wasn't counting. 21 seconds enchanting me. Maybe it was 20 or 30, I don't know. 'Cause all that I felt, oh, all that I felt was the taste of what could be. How can I hide now that I've tried something like the first sign of forever? Maybe a fool, but it's worth it for you. Whatever it is, I'll always remember. I'll tell you, I could get used to this, I could get used to you, closing my eyes and you're warming me up, whoa. That kiss in the snow arrived, it was the first sign of forever.
one of my proteges in the film industry was Esther Williams, a fabulous synchronized swimmer. When you are underwater, it is very difficult to talk. So I suppose that's why they chose me to mentor her. Here to entertain you are some of her offspring, the Northminster youth, with a synchronized swimming exhibition. Stage crew, roll in the swimming pool!
And now, the great lounge lizard, Baron Brandon, will croon us a tune.
Unforgettable. That's what you are. Unforgettable. Though near or far. Like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore
That's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Benny Goodman and I were such very good friends. He would play his clarinet, and I would dance the night away, or at least part of it. Here's one of his students to bring back his memory. Terry Kimball, Wetcher Reed, you are on.
This Kimball King family must be like the Von Trapps or the Osmonds. How could so much talent come out of one household? Well, please welcome C.J. King first, and then Melba Kimball to sing for us.
I used to spend my time and hold my breath. It's getting a boat and make it mad. So I so quietly breathe alive me. As I forget I had to test. Just press me, break it, boy. I said for nothing. So I feel for everything. Help me down, but I go up. And couldn't tell the dust. Hear my voice, hear that sound. Like I'm gonna shake the ground. Help me down, but I go up. And couldn't tell the dust. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger fire, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder than a lion, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. You're gonna hear me roar. Nothing lighted up a butterfly, staying like the bee in her side. I went for 0 to my hero. Help me down, but I got up. A rain gun pound the dust. Hear my voice, hear that sound. Like I'm gonna shake the ground. Help me down, I got up. The rain can tell me enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger fire, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion, 'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar, roar, you're gonna hear me roar, you're gonna hear me roar, you're gonna hear me roar.
Na 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 na. Grew up in a small town, fall down. I just stare out my window, dream if I could be with and just happy. I would pray, trying to reach out, but when I tried to speak out, felt like no one could hear me. Wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here, so I prayed could break away. I spread my wings and I learned how to fly. What it takes, I touch the sky, and I'll make a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget all the that love I got. The chance, make a change, and break away. Na 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 na. Wanna feel the worries, sleep on a palm tree, feel the rush of the ocean. On a fast train, down on that plane, far away. and break away. I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. I do what it takes till I touch the sky, and I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. I'm into darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget all the ones that I love. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. And then to the 100 floors, singing on the lobby doors. Maybe I don't know where to take is, but I gotta get moving on, moving on. Fly away, break away. I spread my wings and I learn how to fly. I do what's not easy to tell you goodbye. I gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun, but I won't forget the ones I come from. I gotta take a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Break away. Break away.
Next, we have Grayson Metters on guitar. Now, I'm here to tell you, I'm not the only one here with a criminal record. She went to Six Flags last year and was almost thrown out of the park and almost arrested for some unknown crime.
In my defense, there was no sign.
So take it away, Grayson.
At times when the going gets rough, we all need to laugh. That is the job of a comic. While my therapist, I go to her during hunting season, it just seems necessary. Anyway, she tells me there's nothing more therapeutic than a good laugh. Here to bring us a smile and a few guffaws is Marlo.
For years, I have suffered under the illusion of free will. That is, the idea that if I just stayed alert and well-informed, I could exert some control over the things that happen in my life. But that well-informed bit, well, that's where you get into a lot of trouble. Problems like polar ice melt, the connection between Alzheimer's and aluminum pots, killer hornets, what are we supposed to do about those? And the better read you are, the worse it can get. For instance, black holes, objects so dense that they even suck in light waves. I read that astronomers discovered a black hole at the center of our galaxy that is 10 billion times more dense than the mass of our sun. 10 billion, that's the size of our galaxy. Imagine the national debt and compare that to the change in your pocket. You got it. They call it the cosmic monster. Isn't that reassuring? I can't wait for the comic book. This information tends to create a lot of free-floating anxiety, a lot of unresolved stress. And stress itself can be a problem. Stressful events like weddings, funerals, watching the news, these all increase the risk for serious health problems like heart attacks, which can lead to a funeral, which creates more stress. Well, you get the idea. It's a vicious cycle. So what can you do? I mean, I used to eat a lot of natural foods until I found out that most people die of natural causes. Then I read that most accidents, I'm going to give up on this. I read that most accidents happen within a half a mile of home, so I moved. I have decided that one contributing factor to stress is knowing all this stuff. So what we need to do is exercise a little creativity in handling information. I want to share some tactics that I've come up with to make your world a little less stressful, a little happier. The basic idea came to me one day in the grocery store. I was looking at a tube of those cookies from the dairy case, you know, the slice and bake jobbies, and I started to read the ingredients. Well, that's its own mistake to begin with. And it said, makes 3 dozen 90-calorie cookies. 3 dozen 90. That's over 3,000 calories. I live alone. I can't have that much in my house. And then it occurred to me, just take the dough and make it into 2 dozen cookies. I saved over 1,000 calories just through creative bookkeeping. And I think we all do this at times, like when you've got a cholesterol test coming up, and so for 2 months before the test, you take everything creamy out of your diet, and then when we see our improved numbers, we think, oh, okay, I can splurge a little. I asked my doctor how it was that a 6-ounce piece of cake turned to 2 pounds when it hit my thighs. I mean, isn't there a law against that, like the conservation of matter or something? She said the problem was when your body metabolized it, it took the 6 ounces of cake and it combined it with 24 ounces of water. So there's your answer, cut back on water. But food, you know, that's pretty basic. It seems like everyone has their own approach to food. I mean, have you seen that chart the USDA made about what you should eat? Now, the idea is that as it goes up, the servings get smaller, but at the bottom here is bread, grains, and pasta. 6 to 11 servings. Oh boy, lots of pasta. I thought, this is great. And then I realized spaghetti sauce is not in any of these boxes. What am I supposed to do, eat naked spaghetti 11 times a day? And when you do the math and count it up, that's 27 servings a day. Who has the time? Who has the refrigerator space? And another thing, does this remind you of anything? Anyone who has taken an intro to psychology class knows Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I mean, down here is the physiological needs, and it works all the way up to self-affirmation. That's the highest point. And I think it's pie. So do you think Paige Atkins pie would be nirvana? I think so. Now, you may have noticed that alcohol isn't anywhere on this chart. And I think to some people that's a pretty basic food group. So you got to think about it. Alcohol comes from grain, 6 to 11 servings a day. But you know, they say too much and you lose brain cells. But they also say we don't use more than 10% of our brain cells anyway, so you'll never miss them. See how it works? Someday, I hope to publish a rationalizer's handbook. I think there's a market out there. Now, some people think they're already doing this. People who set their clocks 5 minutes ahead so they're not going to be late. Or, what's worse, the guy who sets his 8 minutes ahead so he's on time, but he's got a terrible headache from subtracting 8 minutes from the clock over and over again. But you can relax because I think I have found the ultimate stress relief plan. Now, bear with me for a minute because we're coming to the technological part. Among my varied interests is subatomic theory. Yeah, I know, you're so surprised. String theorists have hypothesized that there are either 6, 36, or an infinite number of alternate parallel universes. Look it up. Well, you know that black holes had to come out somewhere. Anyway, these universes are quite similar to our own, except for minor differences. So I console myself that in one of these universes, I have 3 perfect children, and my checkbook always balances.
I have heard that Pearson Cross was born with 2 extra hands and 25 extra fingers. When you hear him play, I think you will agree this must be true. I wonder if he would be available for a massage after the show. Dr. Cross, give those ivories and ebonies a workout.
And now, a brief word from our sponsor, the Greater Tuna Humane Society.
My name is Petey Fisk, and I'm coming to you from the Greater Tuna Humane Society. You know, it's in metropolitan Tuna, Texas. I just want to remind you tonight that Christmas is right around the corner. It will be a time to think about what you're going to get people for presents. And I just want to remind you that if you think that a cute little unusual animal is a perfect Christmas gift, please think again. I'd like to encourage each of you looking for Christmas pets not to succumb to that urge to acquire an exotic animal. Because after a few weeks, the new wears off and I end up with it. You may think it's cute to teach barroom language to that minor bird, but when your fundamentalist relatives come to visit and that bird wakes them up at dawn cussing a blue streak, what do? You give it to me. That baby alligator is a family favorite when he's no longer than your little finger. But 10 months later, when he hisses at your sister-in-law and tries to mate with your luggage, what do? You give him to me. Exotic pets have mean streaks, and I've got the stitches to prove it. Skunks are moody. Raccoons are self-centered. And wild hogs have a 0 success rate as yard pets. So, say no to that wild animal. If nothing else, it'll cut your doctor bills. As my grandma used to say, you just give nature some space and it won't try to kill you. This is Petey Fisk speaking to you for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
Oh, I remember the year that Max gave me a minor bird for Christmas. He sat and watched my movies day and night. My vet said it was the first time he'd ever seen a mute minor bird. Now, please welcome my old friend, poet Emily Dickerson, to the stage to recite one of her creations.
Did no one tell you? Mr.
What?
Dixon passed many years ago. I'm doing one.
Oh, my goodness. I missed her memorial service.
Sorry, I'm sorry that I had to tell you.
I must have been on location. Well, here is our substitute poet, Beth Mayfield.
I started to enjoy poetry and writing at a very young age. I even won a poetry award in elementary school. Yes, having an English teacher as a mother was quite an inspiration. So I pulled one out of the archives for tonight. You might know my sister. She is a wonderful physics teacher and a good friend to me. And so when I was young, I wrote a tribute to her in the form of a limerick. There once was a girl named Laura who looked like a tuatara. With her blanket and thumb, she really looked dumb and slept till today was tomorrow. I was really good for a third grader, and I'm still pretty good for a third grader, so I don't write poetry anymore.
Oh, Miss Beth, I just love poetry in all its forms. Why, when Ruth the snake undulates her body, I call it poetry in motion. So, now another member of the talented Mayfield clan, Beth's husband Damon, will be joined by keyboardist Nick Jackson to bring us a blues gospel number. Hey guys, come on.
We are two-piece mixed and a biscuit. Latrell is the biscuit. All right, we get set up here. If you've never heard of Mr. Kev Moe, do yourself a favor and check him out when you leave. You ready? Are you sure?
That's the two-piece.
If your problems won't go away and you're worried night and day, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. If you're sick, feeling low, got no money, got nowhere to go, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over, hand it over, hand it over, hand it over. Give it up, give it over, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Ain't no mountain you can't climb. There's no answer you can't find. On your knees, there's a hand to hold. It'll heal your body, feed your soul. Road is dark, so find your way. Let the Spirit light the way. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Get it, Nick. Ain't no mountain you can't climb. There's no answer you can't find. On your knees, there's a hand to hold. It'll heal your body, feed your soul. Road is dark, so find your way. Let the Spirit light the way. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over. Hand it over. Hand it over. Hand it over. Give it up. Give it over. Hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over, hand it over, hand it over. Give it up, give it over, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray. Hand it over, hand it over, hand it over, hand it over. Give it up, give it over, hand it over. Get on your knees and pray. Get on your knees and pray.
here that our next singer needs no introduction. So I will refrain from introducing the world's greatest mezzo-soprano and choir teacher extraordinaire, Miss Naomi Kilpatrick.
Flowers blooming in the wildwood bring back memories of childhood and the happy, happy days of yore. Roses oftentimes remind me of the ones I left behind me standing by the little cabin door. Flowers blooming in the wildwood bring back memories of childhood and the honeysuckle sweet perfume. Someday I'll be going home again. Someday I will never roam again from my cabin where the flowers bloom. Someday I'll be going back where pretty flowers are growing in my valley that I used to roam. Somewhere evening shades are falling, somewhere there's a voice a-calling, and I know I'll be welcome home. Flowers blooming in the wildwood bring back memories of childhood and the honeysuckle sweet perfume. Someday I'll be going home again. Someday I will never roam again from my cabin where the flowers bloom. Can my other friends please join me? I will be joined by Chels King, Ms. Kathy Earhart Webb, something, there's a lot of names, Miss Pat, and where's Jen? Is Jen back? Jen is not here. There's Jen. Come along. Can y'all all see?
Yeah.
Can you read it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Trin. Come on.
Whitney.
Whitney. Yes, yes, yes. No, yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Come on.
Come
on.
Can you see?
No.
Are we ready?
I think so.
We're so ready.
Yes.
Take it to
We
the house.
ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Anybody want to talk? Anybody got a joke?
Everybody knows I'll fly away. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the joke. No,
That's
just
not a
kidding.
joke.
I know it's not a joke.
Please sing along if you know this song. It's one of my favorites. My dad and I play it a lot because I grew up in a very Baptist old-timey church. So if you know it, or if you want to clap, if you want to stand up and dance, go for it. All right, we ready?
Yeah, what y'all don't know is that I asked Naomi if she was going to play that today, and she's like, well, I mean, I hadn't planned on it. And I was like, you want to play it today? Because she did this off the cuff at open mic night at Lee's on Friday. It's pretty rad.
Let Camden tell his jokes real quick.
All right. Today we have Camden King with some jokes.
You want to get the microphone, baby? Here's the microphone. Oh, here, she's got you.
What do you call a dinosaur with an extensive vocabulary? Thesaurus. What do you call a dinosaur fart? A blast from the past. Where do orcas hear music? Orchestras. What happened to the lion after he ate the comedian? He felt funny. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. Where do do sheep go on vacations? To the Bahamas. What superhero is best at baseball? Batman. I mean, duh.
Good job, Logan.
I mean, duh.
Okay, you gonna do yours? You gonna do it?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
That just makes me happy.
Hang on a minute.
Y'all think twice about letting us get on the stage next time.
There's lots of us.
We need one of those shepherd's crooks.
Gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you in your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I would whisper love so loudly every heart could understand that love and only love can join the trials of man. I would give my heart's desire so that you might see. The first step is to realize that it all begins with you and me. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? you think it's time? Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
When I was little, me and my mama would listen to guitar music of Andre Segovia and John Williams all night long. It was so soothing to the cats and dogs and turtles and goldfish and parakeets and baby alligators and all the rest of the animals that showed up at our house. Now, here to soothe you is another world-class guitarist who channels these great players with a unique style of their own. Jen Farmer.
And to round out the evening, a one-man orchestra will sing me back to Forest Lawn in the style a great beauty and talent as myself deserve. Please give it up for Justin Havard.
I thought we're better than Northminster to sing about like one of the great questions of our life. And so I want you to really listen to the words of this song and feel them deeply in your soul. It's a song about a chicken.
The chicken wakes up like she does every morning to the sound of her husband's screams. Sat in the dark on the egg she is warming. She closes her eyes and dreams of walking to Memphis, becoming a dentist, anything but this. I mean, she likes her life as a mother and wife, but is that all she is? She stares out the window. The very next morning, the chicken decides to make her escape, get a taste of freedom. She runs out the coop that her life's been confined to, suddenly sees the thing she's only dreamed of. Just up ahead, gophers running through meadows, deers graze, birds sing. Her future is waiting right there for the taking. There's just one thing. The chicken must first cross the road. The road, a sea of trees and green and moss, waiting just around a road. The road, a life of brighter days, a width of road away. The road is gigantic, the chicken is little. She moves ahead, left, right, right. All of a sudden she stops in the middle, frozen in place by a pair of headlights. It's anyone's guess what then happened next, but most think she died. But I think we ought to believe that she got to the other side. So that's why she did it.
I'm sorry.
Miss Norma, they tell me it's time to say goodbye. For me at the Greater Tuna Humane Society, this is the hardest words I ever have to utter. Even when we're lucky enough to find a good home for one of our residents, that look they give me over the shoulder of their new owner as they walk away says so much and so many things. I'm gonna miss you. I'm so lucky. Please come see me and pet me. And finally, as they go through the door, thank you for saving me. Tonight is like that. I'm gonna miss you. I hope I could come. I hope I could come visit you at the Forest Lawn Home for the Criminally Unstable.
Oh, Petey, for the first time since 1926, I am speechless. Of course, before that, I was always speechless. Up until tonight, I thought Max was the only person who ever extended kindness to me. God rest his soul. You might not believe this, but for the very first time, I was actually a co-host and I actually enjoyed it. All because of you. But don't get any ideas about taking this act on the road. I am still the star. And there is only one spotlight. The close-up frame is only big enough for my beautiful, timeless countenance.
Miss Norma, it's time.
You're right. I have to get back to Forest Lawn. All my fans there will be beside themselves in my absence. Northminster singers and dancers, please come back on stage. Let's bid this wonderful audience of little people so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
Before we go, we would like for you to give another round of applause. I think that means clapping for all of the amazing talent of which you've been lucky enough to see and hear tonight.
And let's give an extra big hand to our orchestra and its director, all in one, as they say, Justin Havard. Maestro, take it away as the little men take me away.